Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday Check-In. So this past Sunday we were talking about the Swedenborgian idea of the doctrine of use, and we were reframing it away from an idea of usefulness or effectiveness or getting things done, but rather more as a doctrine of responsiveness, right? Attending to the question of what love and wisdom are calling for us to do in any given moment, because when love and wisdom interact, that is how use is created, how use is embodied. So when we look at use that way, when we attend to that question of what is love and wisdom calling for me to do in any given moment or any given action, really when we return to that question over and over again, we find it becomes a kind of devotional practice. And that reminded me of a really lovely anecdote from one of Thich Nhat Hanh's books about washing dishes, which I wanted to read to you today. So this is excerpted from At Home in the World, Stories and Essential Teachings from a Monk's Life. To my mind, the idea of doing dishes is unpleasant can only occur when you aren't doing them. Once you are standing in front of the sink with your sleeves rolled up and your hands in the warm water, it is really quite pleasant. I enjoy taking my time with each dish, being fully aware of the dish, the water, and each movement of my hands. I know that if I hurry in order to be able to finish so I can sit down sooner, the time of washing dishes will be unpleasant and not worth living. And that would be a pity, for each minute, each second of life is a miracle. The dishes themselves and the fact that I am here washing them are miracles. Each thought, each action in the sunlight of awareness becomes sacred. In this light, no boundary exists between the sacred and the profane. I must confess, it takes me a bit longer to do the dishes, but I live fully in every moment, and I am happy. Washing the dishes is at the same time a means and an end. We do the dishes not only in order to have clean dishes, we also do the dishes just to do the dishes, to live fully in each moment while washing them, and to be truly in touch with life. So pulling on these threads of action in the sunlight of awareness becomes sacred, and being truly in touch with life, I think that really does connect with the ongoing question of use, right? What does love and wisdom call for us to do in each moment? And I would love to issue just a little Tuesday check-in assignment. I hope that all of you out there might take a few moments this week, maybe once each day, to just intentionally ask the question, how am I going to help love and wisdom interact and embody use in this moment? And it might be in ways that are unexpected. I think of myself yesterday where, at some point in the afternoon, I really wasn't feeling well, and I was resisting resting because I had so much to do. But as my productivity declined, of course, I realized I needed to do something differently. And my mind went to this question: what was love and wisdom calling for in that moment to create use? And, of course, my mind steeped in a productivity culture wouldn't define rest as being useful. But of course, a higher use in that moment was attending to a love or concern, an appropriate love for myself, and wisdom, knowing that if I didn't rest, I really wouldn't be able to attend to things later. That the higher use in that moment really was to rest, and that helped me actually follow through on that action. And of course, I recognize that it is a privilege to be able to work at home, to have the ability to take care of myself in that way, and I know that that's not always possible. And the good thing is, of course, that love and wisdom coming together in any moment and in any action to embody use, that can take just so many different forms. So I'd love to invite anybody who is watching this to circle back and leave a comment about how this practice is showing up in your life this week. How attending to the question of what is love and wisdom calling me towards in any given moment and any given action? What use am I being called to embody? We'd love to hear about how you're noticing that this week, especially if it's a way in which you didn't expect. So thank you so much for joining us for Tuesday Check-In today. And I do hope that you will be able to join us at church at 10:30 a.m. this Sunday, either in person or online. Take care, everyone.